Hello everybody, welcome to week 3 of the course here. Got the summer scenery up, and of course depending where you're at, if you're in the southern part of the country, with the storm, hurricane, however it's turned out here. But anyway, it is summertime, so that's why I got summer scenery up. And my point this week, or motivation point, staying the course or stay the course. There's a term, a navigation term, that has been used about, staying, during storms and everything, you still got to stay focused, stay on the course you're hitting. There's another, term called, hold fast. That's again pretty much, just, stay focused, stay the course. And so with that in mind, that's, my point this week is, stay motivated until you finish what you started. With school here, some of you doing great, some of you not so great, depending on your own situations. You got to stay focused on what you started. And this applies to not just, school. This can be, family, job, extra, projects you volunteer for, something like that. So, just my point is, stay motivated. Don't let naysayers or obstacles get in your way and cause you to not be, like with school here, not getting in there on time or doing your best on assignments and so forth. Stay the course, light a star, change the world wherever you are. So, whatever you're going to do, stay motivated, stay focused, be the example and be proud of what you're doing. So a lot of people sometimes don't realize that people see what you do, people see how you act, see how you do it, your extra activities, whether, you may or may not care what people think, but it's, your own self-image of what are you doing? Are you proud of what you're doing? And are you a positive example, be it for kids or other people? Sometimes, and because I'm a little older, and the marvels of Facebook, social media, I've had people, I used to work with 20, 30 years ago, and you find out later that you had influenced them somehow. So again, you may not realize you're an influence, but you probably are, and just don't realize it yet. So that's my point this week. Alrighty, so now let's get out of here, get into the course room here. So upcoming week here, week 3, real quick. From everything I've seen, on the discussions, those of you in there doing great, and the homeworks I've seen doing good. So if there was an issue with the homework, I let you know on their feedback. So, but upcoming week here, you got 3 chapters. We got government policy, international trade, and here this past year, we've had the trade, the China-U.S. trade thing going on. So this is an example in this chapter of how that works. Another thing, foreign direct investment and, and regional economic integration. Another thing about this, back on chapter 7 about, foreign government policy, international trade, you may have seen in the news this past week about Volkswagen discontinuing the Beetle. So the Beetle's been around 65 years, for sale in the U.S. But back in 1977, I remember this happening. There's a little Volkswagen dealership went out of business because the government, under it was Jimmy Carter at the time, decided to ban Beetles to try and help the U.S. automakers. It didn't actually help, but still, that's another example of trade policy and so forth. So, okay. So upcoming week, you got your discussion, your quiz, the research paper, and the current event. So again, from what I've seen, if there was an issue, I would have told you about it. So make sure your current event is current, not something 10, 15 years ago. That relates to what's being covered in the chapter this week, or in the chapters. The other thing you can do in your discussion, for those of you that really either love or hate videos, but in your reply, we put in here, post a, initial reply. if you want to, one of the other instructors in one of the other courses is experimenting with video replies. If you, instead of writing, reply, if you want to do it as a video, when you open up your reply, right here, there's this little arrow, record, upload, media data. You click on that. This little screen will open up here. Now, for some reason, now you should, you have a webcam with a mic. You should be able to see yourself here. And because I'm recording, there's like a double, so it ain't showing the image. But anyway, you would just start the recording, and then you can stop it, and then it'll do the countdown here for you, and then you see your picture smiling. Then when you're finished, you just click finish, and then you can click save, or you can start over, and boom, it would be in there like that. So if you want to experiment with that, go right ahead. So no problems there. All right. Other than that, I'm gonna let you all go. I'll give you my test question this week. This one here. This is not the test question, but it's cute. So there you go. Or if you want to include it. But this one, what's going on here? And there's actually a couple things going on here. If you're ready, 1, 2, 3 things. So depending what you want to look at. But either way, so there's the test question. With that, I will let you go. Dun dun dun. Have a great week and everything. And that'll do it. So take care, everybody.